I want my young people to care. We had something happen right here in the United States, and the way the people of New Orleans was treated, I want my young people to care.
Hello, and welcome to this special edition of Black Nouveau. I'm Liddy Collins. Milwaukee Running Rebels Community Organization serve at-risk youth of our community. They assist them in making better choices, giving them direction, and opening up their world to new opportunities. They seek to help them see the importance of community service. Black Nouveau traveled to New Orleans with the Running Rebels to view our young people as they represented Milwaukee, giving back. And they toured two of America's historically Black colleges and universities. We share this with you. The north side of Milwaukee this July summer day, some young people were getting ready to take a trip south. And for some, this would be their first time leaving Milwaukee. Under the direction of the Running Rebels Community Organization, a group that helps young people, they are traveling to the Big Easy, New Orleans. These young people will gather valuable educational information and learn firsthand how Hurricane Katrina affected the New Orleans area.
And this is a part of my life that from 1 to 50 was a part of my life. I was born down here.
There are people that are in Milwaukee that think everything is all fine in New Orleans from the floods and just thinking it's okay. So what we want to do is go down one and show them that no, everything is not okay. And then we want to roll up our sleeves.
Actually, they're pretty excited about being able to get out of Milwaukee, have a different experience. New Orleans is pretty exciting to them. We remind them that there is that part of the trip that we will be doing, dirty work. And I tell them be prepared to work and work hard because we want to go down there and be a good example and also be as helpful as possible.
This 17-and-a-half-hour bus trip was also coordinated by the HELP program, which emphasizes education. They helped set up tours to two historically Black colleges, Xavier and Dillard, which the students were excited about, along with doing cleanup in the St. Bernard's Parish.
I think they're really excited about it. They seem very interested to see, everybody's heard about what Katrina did to the community, but I think to really see and get in there and do the work, I think it'll be really good for them, and they seem really interested in doing it, as well as the college tours, of course.
I'm excited because one, I get to help people, and two, I get to have a couple more options to where I want to go to college.
We're in Missouri. We're going to New Orleans. Yeah, New Orleans, here we come, man.
One thing I signed up for was to help to do the cleanup, and the other thing I signed up for was the college tour. I wanted to visit some historical Black colleges down there.
This bus adventure took these young people through 6 states, leaving Wisconsin on a Great Lake and waking up and entering Louisiana with cameras ready to snap pictures of the views of Lake Pontchartrain, the largest lake in Louisiana, which is connected to the Gulf of Mexico. Then a certain aura came over the bus as the Superdome, now called the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, came into view. Then came the awe of, this is where the New Orleans Saints play, but also a reminder of the 2005 hurricane and why they were there.
Where are we? New Orleans, baby!
When you get to a new place, you first want to explore. So the first order of business in New Orleans for the Running Rebels was to head over to Bourbon Street in the French Quarters, where they found fun and welcoming people.
In New Orleans, they had a lot of friendly people. People were showing us how we get to this place, telling us what place you can go to have a good time.
I didn't expect for the downtown area to look like that, but it looked very beautiful.
It's a lot of action in New Orleans, a lot of action, a lot of active people. There's a lot of bands and people that's out on the streets.
Stay in there. Got y'all. Let me get that Trony slide over to your left. 1, 2. Thanks, Tron. Thank you.
There was a lot of people being friendly, a lot of people saying hi, hello, asking us what are we here for. And when we told some of them, it almost made them cry to know what we were here for and to know that someone still cared about them.
And caring is one of the reasons the Running Rebels organization was there in New Orleans. They were there to give back. And this seemingly perfect place, Hurricane Katrina struck in August 2005, leaving homes and lives in tatters, and some yet to be put back together.
Because of the hurricane, I thought it was going to be much more messier, trashier than it was. But actually, like I said, they recovered pretty well. So it was still a couple of houses that was damaged, but not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
The sad part was about it that when we saw all those houses with the big X's, that was telling them how many people that died there and all the garbage that still need to be picked up.
This was a learning experience that the head of Running Rebels wanted his young people to have.
We do take annual trips. Last year we went to Atlanta. This year we went to New Orleans. And next year we will go somewhere where we feel that there will be able to be a message that could get across so our young people can have fun, but at the same time learn something.
So they traveled to just outside of St. Bernard's Parish to the town of Violette and put their words into action. They hit the ground ready to give, full of questions and hope.
I don't know how much water we really had, but I know we had more water than we can drink. Before Katrina, they didn't have these trailers. See these trailer homes here? We didn't have them. They had a house set every block. See this open section right here? It was 3 houses there.
When you evacuated, where did you evacuate to?
Well, my family and I, we went to Columbus, Georgia.
Okay.
We, my mom is still alive. My mom is 88.
Oh, wow.
The young people found out how the flooding had affected Violette and was then invited over for homemade gumbo before they jumped into work.
Come down to say hi and lend a helping hand. Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Gumbo. New Orleans style gumbo.
So man, I'm doing this good food down here, man. Up in New Orleans by making it happen.
During the meal, the young people found out how being in the Superdome was not a nice experience, and Antoinette Beasley vowed not to repeat it.
Next time, if the storm ever comes this time, I'll be prepared. I'm going to book up. See you, I want to be you. Homeless, right? He not the donkeys and stuff. Children. Under the bridge.
When the people look at the news, they think that we have what we had. They think that we are officially ready to go on with life, but we're not. We are struggling. This is 7-8 years, we're still struggling. We only been in this little house like 3-4 months. We were able to get some money from the governor, and that's how we got this house. But people like me didn't get no money. I got $20,000. I had no insurance because if you didn't have insurance, FEMA gave you $20,000 and that was it. That's what you walk away with. That's all I had to my name was $20,000. Before Katrina, I had all the fine jewelry, all the fine clothes, all the fine car, you know. I was used to wearing all the best of everything, and now I have nothing.
Just all the hold on, watch this splinter. Pick that big one up right here. Good work, y'all. Way to work together. Teamwork. Watch them nails, though. Watch the nails. Going that way. Go on the side. There you go. Walk around the side. Come in. My man. Pac-Man, go around the side. Put it up there neat. My man.
To tell people, those who think they're dependent on the government, what should they not do?
They should not think about the government because they better try to make it on their own. They better preserve food or do what they have to do because the government ain't taking care of us.
Hey y'all, listen up right quick. We're gonna hit both sides of this home over here, the trailer, pick up the trash from there, and then come back around this open area and start picking up all that's out there.
Okay, man, let's go walk.
I want my young people to care. New Orleans, to me, what happened to New Orleans, we often have care and concern, and I'm not a disrespectful person, but when things happen in Haiti, when things happen in Japan, when things happen elsewhere, we in the United States, we just get so caring. And my feelings are, we had something happen right here in the United States, and the way the people of New Orleans was treated, I want my young people to understand that, and I want my young people to care.
I'm here to give back to New Orleans and help them out. They went through a lot. There's floods big as the buildings, and like a lot of people died from it.
It felt good to know that you were helping somebody who needed help. And it was cool to meet new people and experience something different.
Helping people was one phase of this New Orleans trip. The other was education, helping and nurturing the mind, a la college tours. On this trip, the Running Rebels crew got to visit 2 of the 105 HBCUs, historically black colleges and universities in the United States. They visited Xavier and Dillard University. Both universities took a hit during Hurricane Katrina.
No one has had to bring an entire university back from nothing. But we just knew that we had to do it because our ancestors did not let slavery deter them. Our ancestors did not let Jim Crow laws stop them.
These universities were a beacon of hope to the New Orleans community. And as writer-educator Dr. Maya Angelou would say, and still I rise.
They weren't coming back, but when they saw Dillard University lay out that side, when they saw movement and life on this campus, they said, I'm coming back home.
Dillard was established to serve free slaves in higher education over 140 years ago.
We have over 55 acres on Dillard's campus, and you'll see all white buildings on campus. After Katrina, we lost almost all of our buildings. Actually, they were all lost for flooding and some for fire. The only building on campus that was not flooded, believe it or not, was the chapel. Lawless Chapel, so that should tell you something. And so our buildings, are majestic white. We love our green scenery, and one of the things that we're the most known for is our Avenue of the Oaks, Rosacella Avenue of the Oaks. And one of the unique things about Dillard is that we do host our commencement exercises down the Avenue of the Oaks, and we actually use it as an opportunity. We call it our Avenue of Opportunity, where our students graduate every year in May.
Dillard University focuses on student retention and graduation rates. Thus their motto, student success is everybody's business. The vice president for student success makes sure this happens.
The other focus is to institutionalize student success so that it's not just a certain office or a certain area that's focused on student success, but the entire university is focused on student success. We also are very fortunate to be the only African American institution, HBCU, as well as the only institution in the United States that's a part of the Melton organization, where our students actually get to travel abroad and work with other students students from other institutions abroad. There are only 5 institutions that are a part of that organization. I think that there's great value for African American institutions in the African American community to serve our students, not to say that other institutions aren't equipped to serve them. I just feel that we're better equipped to serve our own students. Dillard is committed to its tradition of excellence and heritage, that we were resilient during Civil War, and we're resilient now, and we plan to be here for a very long time.
Drexel Drive, a 10-minute ride from Dillard, is Xavier University, a small institution with less than 4,000 students.
The faculty staff ratio here is just tremendous. So in many cases, if you need some personal attention, this is the place you come. I personally enjoy the liberal art institution that you get here, the well-rounded education. So it's not just geared toward one particular subject, but you get a well-rounded education here at Xavier University.
It's not your fault. You don't have to pay for it.
Marian Bracey said Xavier, known for its pharmacy and science programs, offers students the opportunity to find themselves and to grow within.
I'm about to move on to the old side. This will have a room where, if you're a science major, you'll have to come through this room. It has a lot of the chemistry drills in it. It has our pre-med office, our pre-pharmacy office, and actually a list of all the students who've graduated from Xavier, who've completed their doctorate in medicine or dentistry.
Right now, of course, most of us, including myself, we're in need of some type of pharmaceuticals, and of course Xavier University, being the #1 producer of African American pharmacists in the country, that's that in itself is a great contribution. It's unfortunate that we are such a small institution and we are the #1 producers, but it's a reality. So we're, I think, in that sense, we are holding our own.
And then the students were on to get information on how to apply for admissions.
It just depends on our applicant pool, because as many students that apply with the credentials that are necessary, we will give them that scholarship up here, okay? You're financially participating in sport.
I graduated already, so I'll be a freshman in college. So I'll be going to McNally Smith College of Music in Minnesota. So I'm all set, but I wanted to come here just to make sure that I got everything down that I need, all the knowledge, maybe something, maybe Xavier has something to offer me. So if I wouldn't have gone on the trip, I probably would not, make sure I got everything in order, because it's always nice to hear it again. So, because college is a serious thing. So far, I've gotten the vibe of just education's like really serious here. They understand the connection between admissions and the students, such as financial aid, such as getting the right knowledge from the admissions to the parents, from the admissions to the students, so that they knew exactly what route they were taking. We also learned some of the tuition stuff, but I feel like it's a comfortable vibe here. It's a really nice campus.
The damage to the Xavier campus by Katrina was not visible to the students. What they saw was a rebuilt university with reconstruction still going on. The last stop on the trip before heading home was to Mississippi. We stopped in Hattiesburg for a photo op on the campus of the University of Southern Mississippi, Brett Favre's alma mater. Just as Dillard and Xavier universities were affected by Hurricane Katrina, the University of Southern Mississippi and its coastal branch were affected also.
There were students who were panicked where to go, how to go. Classes had just started 2 weeks into the session. Hattiesburg has fared much better coming back than the coast. The coast branch is just now taking bids on buildings that have sat destroyed for 6 years. So Hattiesburg is building and booming, and we on the coast campus are still trying to do the same.
Hurricane Katrina has such an effect on this region that the university started the Katrina Research Center. It will facilitate the gathering of historical and current information and knowledge from Hurricane Katrina and other disasters.
We are a repository of acquisitions for man-made and natural disasters. So we were created after Hurricane Katrina in 2005, but we have been also collecting things such as the BP oil disaster and other storms that have come along, the recent tornado activity in Alabama and Mississippi. So it's a good for public and for academic research.
Victor Barnett, the founder and executive director of Running Rebels, is from Hattiesburg. He wanted the students to meet the people who helped shape him. So a planned cookout was held at a cousin's home in Columbia, Mississippi, which is just west of Hattiesburg. And the rain did not deter that southern hospitality.
I grew up in Mississippi and enjoyed my childhood. I think it made me the person that I am today. Everything from the closeness of my family. People always talk about how people in the South are so friendly and caring. I really believe that's where I got a lot of my personality and traits from. And then when I moved up north, I brought some of those things with me. I attempted to start an organization, which I'm very proud of, and 31 years we've been doing it. And I just wanted to find a way to connect the two parts of my life and bring them together. And this trip was that effort to do so.
You're going to be all right.
Sit on it. Hey, Jay, you take a picture with them? Get down.
You got brakes. You got a chain. It's called a brake. Watch your head, Pac-Man. Go away. You're about Let's do something, Pac-Man.
No, all right, Dave. Loosen up, baby. Loosen up. Yeah. Duck though, Dave. Yeah, give her a hand, y'all.
Yeah. You wasn't scared? Yes, I was. I know you were.
There were learning situations throughout the trip. A lesson of what hard work gets was evident in his cousin's home, a FEMA trailer used during Katrina.
We found the mobile home, and it was a rundown mobile home, and my children saw it, and they looked at it, and they felt like it's a disaster, basically. And we saw the potential in it, and we had it moved here. In between work, we would just do work on it. We had to put a roof on it, drywall. Basically, we had to go from floor up.
Another learning situation came about while they were in New Orleans on Bourbon Street.
Young lady on this trip met somebody that they went to school with. We in a circle talking about that they know each other. And it just was a perfect fit and a perfect opportunity for me to talk to that young person as well as the other young people without being specific about choices and how these two girls, one of them is in Milwaukee doing fine. She's going to graduate from high school. She has aspirations of going into the arts, and she's a part of our organization. She's going to be very successful. Yes, she has some challenges and issues when she came, but she's doing fine now. But it was just amazing for her to look at a young lady that she went to school with, and the choice this young lady made was to come down to New Orleans and become a dancer. The dancer we talking about is the negative dancing, exotic dancing, stripper, or whatever you would like to call it. This is the type of dancer this young lady was. And like I said, I didn't know her when she was in middle school or whatever, but my feelings is if she had made different choices, she would not be in New Orleans being a stripper or being a dancer.
And so in wrapping up the trip,
I'm hoping that everybody had fun. I'm hoping that everybody learned something. I continue to live my life now to make sure that the person that's in this building with us now, my auntie, is proud of me. That is one of the reasons I continue to do Running Rebels. So I hope my auntie and my family is proud of me.
about visiting Mr. Barnett's area where he was raised?
It was pretty fun.
And the horses, well, they was kind of scary to ride, but it was fun too. And I like his family, they're really cool.
How will you use the information you were given these past 2 days?
I say stay in school, because people down in New Orleans still ain't doing right. Houses still messed up and stuff. People still homeless, things like that.
Do you sense that the reason some of these people are still in the shape they're in is their education level?
Yes.
Shelton said education was the key to being successful in all things.
I mean, just from recovering, from the hurricane, seeing the colleges and seeing them recover from the hurricane, seeing the students who were willing to go back and help, after the hurricane hit. So it was a lot of inspiration.
How important was it for you to come on this trip?
It was very important.
Why?
Because I get to learn different things and see different places.
I ain't never really went to Louisiana. I ain't never really stepped out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
I need to be on top of my game and know about the things about the college that I'm picking to go to, like such as tuition and how much for campus life and stuff like that. It helped me decide to get the cost of things and, fill out for more than just one college, that's in your city. You can fill out for multiple colleges, explore the world.